Now then, and welcome back to another episode of the Cobblenauts on the Forever Stranded Lost Souls pack. Now I'm actually on the latest version of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. It is now available on the Twitch launcher. Some of you may already know that because it was available a few days ago, but as of this video, its links are in the description, so check that out. You can download and play from the very, very, very public release of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Now, it's been great getting started on Lost Souls before everybody else. It's been lots of fun. We've had to have a lot of trials and tribulations, though. We've had a lot of things that have happened that won't be able to happen to you lot, like having a village spawn in the middle of the nether, so you get a water supply early game. Yeah, there you have a water. You can't have water in the nether, folks. It's not allowed. You can't have the village in the nether. There's a lot of other things that you can't do in the nether. When I loaded up today, I couldn't even access storage again because the requirements for skills to access this storage stuff, these things, is actually quite high again. I think I had to take 23 gathering and 27 building to be able to do that. And that smacks of Sheridan just seeing what we're doing and making it too easy and then making it much harder for us. And the other thing that we've got is these hardened jetpacks now require 14 defense and 13 agility to use. Now I need agility to use. It kind of makes sense, but I've never had any agility in here before. Now I do. Now sidestep and road walk. Road walk was something that you can do on a grass path, which is pretty cool. And sidestep, you get to strafe right and left. Okay, awesome. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, people have been over here and they've done a few bits since last episode. Basically just thrown some stuff in so that we've got random stuff appearing in the warehouse. Random stuff. They've actually been and gone and killed a wither boss, I believe. And I don't know where they built the wither killing chamber. I don't know because I haven't seen the episodes yet. Unfortunately, I didn't turn up. I was actually out and about, and I thought I was going to be back in time, and then I wasn't back in time for the overall killing the wither boss and all that. But there may be something very soon where we escape the nether and arrive at the overworld. That might be something that we're going to be doing soon. But I don't know. We'll find out in their episode very soon. Check out the other channels in the links in the description, as always. Right, so now we've got to consider what we're going to do today, right? And with the nether stars achieved, the first beacon collected, that is the escape with the portal home, the overworld portal and nether pedestals and all that kind of stuff. All of that stuff, right, they're working on right now. And it needed a kill the wither boss in order to get an overworld portal beacon or something like that, right? So they're working on that. That's being worked on. And over the course of this week, we should escape the nether. So pay close attention if you're playing along with the pack so you can understand how it's done. But for right now, I'm still stuck here. And you guys need an episode because I haven't done anything for a while. I was too busy yesterday, unfortunately. So I've got to do one today. Which means that I am going to look at this storage a little bit better. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, right? We've got access to everything we want in here. Everything that is stored in everything. Because it's got connected to the controller, it's connected to all of the storage drawers everywhere, but also we get these random storage drawers full of stuff. Like in here, we've got diamonds in here, and emeralds in here, and coal in here, and we've got some mob drops in here, and some string, and some other bits and pieces that are mob drops in here. And yet we've got diamonds and emeralds and stuff in here. Somebody noticed in the comments that I had glowstone here, and there was another tub of glowstone kicking around somewhere. I don't actually know where that is now, but there was another tub of glowstone that was lost in all this. And what's happening is we're filling these little storage modules with their 200 or 300 stacks rather quickly. I believe System has added a few more new ones in just to make space, whereas I would prefer to clear them out. So I've come up with a plan today. And I decided to do it over... Yeah, I think I've decided to do it here. Yep. We're going to take up an oak storage. Now, as you know, every single one of these factory block tiles has got an oak storage trim underneath it, which means that we can just bring up the storage drawers connector to the whole system, and everything's all connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slave controller in here. Right? The slave controller is connected to the rest of the system. And that allows input into the items, okay? And I'm going to put a signalum, well, I'm going to put a pipe on. It doesn't really matter that it's one of these. I just decided that as they were already in the system, I'd use one of these, right? And that is going to input stuff into there as fast as it possibly can, right? Now, I want to take things out of a storage module and input them into the system, right? So I'm going to take, say, one of these randomly. Let's take this one. Actually, no, that one looks a bit full. This one looks good. This is a tier 2. It's got lots of random stuff. We'll take the card out and we'll bring that and put it in over here, right? And now all of that stuff, those diamonds and that coal and all those ingots and things that we saw previously can get absorbed into the system. So all we have to do is turn it on, of course, right? So we'll turn it on and it will start putting items that it can go somewhere. If items can go somewhere, it will put them in there. What it's taking out is a stack at a time, everything it can find inside this storage, if it's got a home to go to, right? If it hasn't got a home to go to, then it won't take it, because these pipes are very clever. They will only suck from a storage into another storage if there's a home for it to go to. So all of these things should have no home to go to right now. So I'm guessing that the diamonds need a little bit more space. So let's have a look. The diamonds currently are at maximum capacity for iron, 8,190. So we should probably look for a storage upgrade. Let's go with let's go with a diamond one. Why don't we? Yeah, and put a diamond upgrade on there. There's currently what is it? 8,192. We put that on there, and slowly but surely that number increases as they get brought into the setting, and they will be emptied out from here. Yeah, you see? So that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. All the things that we've got still in here now, we know, are not going into the general stores. Yeah. So I can now take this back. Well, actually, I didn't want to take the whole thing back. I'll just take the card out from it and put the card back in over here, and then that card is cleared, right? It's a bit of a mess still, isn't it? Right? It's a really, really messy system. So what I was thinking of doing, right, is taking a second drawer, right, and I'm making it a little bit further away. So the first option, it will always go nearest first. I think there's even an option here. Yeah, look, nearest first. So it'll always put it into the nearest first. If it can go, it will put it into the nearest first. And if it can't go into the nearest, then it'll go further away. Yeah? And the further away one is going to be here. And this is furthest away. We just need to put a card in it and it will start accepting. So what I want to do there is add in 2 cards. So we've got a card that's empty. There's a 3 storage card empty. And there's a 2 storage card full. So we'll put the empty one in there. And we'll put the full one in there. And it will slowly but surely put everything it can down. You'll see that the diamonds from there will go down if it can. But everything else that hasn't got a location in the system yet will go up. Which is pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. So it's sorting out all the stuff that's got a home and putting it away. If it hasn't got a home, it's putting it up here. And if it's putting up here, I could then find a home for it somewhere in the warehouse. And yeah, just keep putting the cards on here. So every single card can get filtered off. Everything that's already got a home and everything that hasn't got a home. I just like watching it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a few other things that I want to set up as well, though. But that's one way of just sorting the system out once you've got it, and then check in to see what's in here and what needs to go somewhere else. Right? Like drops of evil, they could do with going somewhere else. They could do with going over to the farm over there. And another thing that I've had a problem with, right, was just having enough wool, having white wool and stuff. Right? We've got problems. There's no real easy way of getting string and stuff around here, apart from maybe growing it. So I think you noticed earlier I'd been growing a little bit out there, yeah. But it was mentioned to me that there was also a tree that we could do, and it's a bonsai tree. I'm going to dump these over here for now. Dump this over here because I'm actually wondering how to do some more bits and pieces. I want to play around with that over between 2 episodes, though. I want to mess around with this and try and figure this out. Right now, though, I want to get a bonsai tree done. Right, so we've got these. There's They're really cool bonsai pots. And you've already seen them. There's loads of them around. Yeah, we've got bonsai pot and hopping bonsai pot. So the bonsai pot is simply some bricks with some dirt in it. Whereas the hopping bonsai pot is one of those with a hopper underneath it. Should be easy, right? It is actually that easy. Good. And we've had lots of these already created. And doing lots of awesome things, including making constant water sources and all that kind of stuff. Making constant water. But I want to make a string-producing tree. Right? And the string-producing tree, if we go with the string, there's a bonsai tree, which is a spider web sapling. And a spider web sapling is just a sapling with string. So that should be all we need to worry about, that, isn't it? And if I get another slave for the system, then this should work over here. Okay, so the spider sapling doesn't seem to want to grow in it. Maybe because of the light level. So let's get our light level increased slightly. There's another thing that I was playing around with in here, was getting some glowstone into the areas, like around these sort of things. So if we go out, this should increase the lighting in this area to enough that it can actually grow. Yeah? Show me the things. Come on. Okay. It's not doing it. Right, we get out a little harvester like that. Right? And we'll set up an area with some dirt. So we'll just grab some dirt. There's some dirt. Right? And then we grow trees. Now, I don't know how big these trees are. So it's going to need to be in a bright lit area. So let's just do it over here for now. And I will move it soon enough. Right? I guess like this. Now the harvester should go the wrong way. Yeah, that's right. So the harvester needs to point towards it, like so. And we can place this sapling down like so. Now, I think that there's a lot of bone meal down here, because they did do a lot of this earlier. Yeah, there's 5 bone meal in there, but they've done this great big system here. So let's take a stack of bone meal out of there. And down here would actually be a good place for the whole setup of doing the trees, but we can't do it any better than this, can we? This will do for now, right? So grow it. Does it grow? Is it going to need more space than that? Wow, okay. It doesn't seem to want to be going there, so let's try it a bit further along. Maybe that's why it wasn't growing in the nether. Maybe it's not available to grow in the nether. Oh, no, there it is. Just needed a bit more space, a bit more height. Okay. Now, if we take this and put it over here. Yeah. And then that's enough space, so we should be okay for that. Okay, so another little problem we've got with this one, right, is the harvester doesn't harvest the whole area as such. It's looking at this area here to harvest, right? So we're kind of in the wrong place, aren't we? Let's see if we can make it harvest the actual string, because the string grows on the tree. Yeah, but it takes a little bit of doing to make it harvest the tree. So let's go for here, right? And then put it on the underside here. Like that. And then fill it full of that and tell it to do a 5x5 area always. Okay. Alright, it's doing it, but is it allowing it to grow back, or is it breaking it off completely? What we've got to find out now is the bone meal, see if the bone meal works. So if I bone meal it up to a certain level, it spits out stuff for me, and then it will harvest it. Good. Yeah, so the harvester is harvesting spider webs. But these spider webs can just go... Oh, okay, these spider webs are a little bit glitched then, because I actually want them to grow spider string, but in actual fact, this is harvesting the spider web itself. It's actually harvesting the fruit. Cheaty, cheaty. That's cheaty, cheaty. Okay, so let's go down here. Let's get some more of this wonderful stuff in here. All right, let's get some more of this. They've actually got a really cool system going on here. Really cool system. Why is it stopped? I don't know. But they've actually got a really cool system. It might be stopped because someone turned it off. Or there's no need for it anymore. One or the other. You'd have to check out Valen's episode. Valen and Hector did an episode on that earlier on this week. So if I make that big enough, yeah. So then this will harvest me a spider string. And then of course I put the spider string up in the tree and make it grow even more. Hey! Okay, and we probably need to go one more with that as well. 7 by 7. Alrighty, so we have an issue with that particular thing. So what would I do? I would go and report it. Alright, well, that is a turn up. Now, I'm going to dispose of this for now, right? Because, well, we don't actually want this to happen, do we? So we'll dispose of it for now, right? I can break it all apart and keep all of the leaf blocks and all that kind of stuff. Just get rid of it all. Put it somewhere else. And then I can always get string whenever I want it. It's like, so long as we've got the bone meal area, we can do this. So you just bone meal the fruit. Now I can move the fruit. That's pretty cool. But I don't really want to move the fruit until we've started doing something different with it, right? Because obviously it's a bit cheaty to get the fruit off with the harvester from cycling instead of getting the actual item that you wanted, the harvested fruit. I wonder how many other fruits it works with like that. It's just a kind of a mod mismatch error, that isn't it? Why does it have to end on a note that is not high? I unfortunately couldn't achieve the objective of today's episode. I couldn't make it work. Now there's a few glitches, a few bits and pieces working around it, and hopefully mod makers will get the reports and will get it fixed. And who knows whether it'll be working or not next episode. I've got a few more other bits of boring stuff to do around the warehouse, getting things organised and to my liking. But I will see you in the next episode very soon. Hopefully, leaving the Nether and going into the overworld where nothing matters anymore. We should have unlimited, no restrictions, or a complete nightmare. We really don't know. From Forever Stranded Lost Souls on the Cobblenauts server, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.